The story begins in Sydney, Australia, where Jane was born in 1953 into a modest family headed by Colonel R. Gillespie. Growing up in an environment where discipline and duty were a part of everyday life, Jane always had a spark for adventure and a curiosity about cultures far different from her own. As she matured, she became a kindergarten teacher after studying child psychology, a career that grounded her in the simple joys of life and nurtured her compassionate nature. In June 1977, Jane's life took an unexpected turn when she and her family embarked on a 2-week vacation to Bali, Indonesia. They stayed at a unique hotel situated on land that once belonged to the royal palace. It was during this stay that Jane encountered Prince Raka, a young royal known for his warm hospitality and genuine love for sharing the island's rich culture with international guests. The connection between Jane and Prince Raka was instantaneous. Despite coming from very different worlds, they found common ground in their appreciation for Bali's traditions and its natural beauty. After returning to Sydney, Jane found herself unable to shake the memories of Bali and the enchanting moments spent with the charming prince. Though she resumed her job as a kindergarten teacher, her heart longed for the peaceful island life and for the man who had captured her attention. In an era before mobile phones and instant communication, the couple maintained their connection through handwritten letters, a tender and personal way, to keep the spark of romance alive across thousands of miles. Every letter Jane received from Bali brought back warm memories and deepened her longing to be with Prince Raka. Eventually, driven by both love and the desire to recapture that feeling of belonging, Jane made a life-changing decision. She resigned from her teaching job to take a sabbatical and return to Bali. It wasn't long after her arrival that Prince Raka, wasting no time, proposed marriage. With a joyful heart and a determined spirit, Jane accepted his proposal, ready to embrace a future filled with uncertainty but also promise. The royal family, however, was not immediately welcoming. As a member of the local tradition, Prince Raka was expected to marry within a close circle of local families. The idea of an ordinary Australian girl becoming a princess was met with skepticism and even resistance. In fact, the family went so far as to confiscate Jane's passport and conduct background checks through Interpol to ensure she was who she claimed to be. Yet every obstacle only made their resolve stronger. With all formalities eventually cleared, plans for the wedding were set into motion for May 1978. Before the wedding, Jane underwent a symbolic transformation, a series of rituals that marked her transition into Balinese adulthood. Her long hair was trimmed by 12 inches on each side and her eyebrows were shaved clean. These rites, steeped in tradition, symbolized her shedding her past life and embracing her new role as a member of the royal family. The wedding itself was a grand affair, featuring 4 elaborate costume changes that showcased the vibrancy and richness of Balinese culture. The ceremony was not only a union of 2 people, but also a blending of 2 worlds, attended by local villagers and even Jane's parents, who flew in from Sydney to witness this historic moment. Following the wedding, Jane became known as Princess Asri Karasa, a name that resonated with the ideals of perfection and grace in Balinese tradition. The couple settled in Ubud, a small village known for its cultural heritage and spiritual atmosphere. However, life in the palace was far from the modern comforts Jane had known in Australia. The palace had no electricity, running water, or proper facilities. They relied on kerosene lamps for light and had no telephone to keep in touch with the outside world. Additionally, strict palace rules meant that Jane was not allowed to leave without permission. Despite these challenges, she embraced her new life with determination and love, though moments of isolation did creep in as she adjusted to her new surroundings. Adding to the complexity of her situation was the cultural practice of polygamy. Prince Raka came from a tradition where having multiple wives was not uncommon. His father, for instance, had 10 wives. Jane, however, was clear about her feelings. She could not accept the idea of sharing her husband. Standing firm in her belief, she navigated these early challenges with both grace and conviction, ensuring that her own voice was heard in the midst of tradition. A year into their marriage, a new chapter began with the birth of their first son, Max. The joy of motherhood was soon multiplied with the arrival of their second son, Bas, and then their daughter, Maya. Realizing the importance of offering their children the best of both cultures, Jane and Prince Raka made the difficult decision to move to Sydney. They wanted their children to experience the warmth and vibrancy of Bali, while also benefiting from the educational opportunities and modern conveniences of Australia. In Sydney, life took on a new rhythm as the family balanced two very different worlds, one steeped in tradition and the other in contemporary lifestyle. While in Australia, the children grew up absorbing the rich cultural heritage of Bali, always yearning for the lively spirit of the island. Despite their comfortable life in the bustling city, Bali's enchanting atmosphere remained close to their hearts. This connection eventually led the family to return to Bali in 2011, after nearly 12 years of living in Australia. The decision to move back was not only about returning to their roots, but also about reviving a connection to a land that had shaped so much of their family history. In Bali, the lives of the family members began to intertwine with the local culture in even more meaningful ways. Prince Raka embraced his royal responsibilities with pride and currently serves as the head of culture and religion in Ubud. His role is pivotal in preserving and promoting Bali's rich spiritual traditions. Meanwhile, Princess Asri, along with their eldest son Max, ventured into the culinary world. They established a charming restaurant called Biku, which has become famous for its delightful breakfast, lunch, dinner, and especially its high teas. Biku quickly earned a reputation as a place where guests could experience not only exceptional food, but also a taste of Balinese royal hospitality. Today, 48 years after that fateful vacation in Bali, the family's journey is a testament to resilience and the transformative power of love. Princess Asri, now 71 years old, continues to radiate beauty and grace. Her life, once marked by challenges and uncertainty, has blossomed into a rich tapestry of cultural heritage, family values, and unwavering love. All three of her children have grown up to be successful in their own right, each carrying a unique blend of Balinese and Australian influences into their personal lives. Many of them are now married with children of their own, and the family's legacy continues through a new generation that cherishes the bonds forged across continents. Despite the many changes and challenges over the years, one constant remains: the enduring love between Princess Asri and Prince Raka. So even after decades together, they still make time for each other. It is not uncommon to hear them reminiscing about their early days with a quiet smile, or enjoying a simple date night where they share popcorn and watch movies, small moments that reaffirm the deep connection they built long ago. Their love story is not just about the fairy tale romance of an ordinary girl becoming a princess. It is also a story of overcoming cultural barriers, embracing change, and finding happiness in the most unexpected places. The journey of Jane, Princess Asri, and Prince Raka serves as an inspiring reminder that love knows no boundaries. Their lives, woven together by fate and strengthened by mutual respect and determination, continue to inspire many who dream of a life where passion and duty coexist. Their family's evolution from the bustling streets of Sydney to the tranquil, sacred grounds of Bali is a vivid illustration of how love can bridge even the widest cultural gaps. Thank you for joining me in exploring this extraordinary love story. If you enjoyed hearing about the journey of Princess Asri and Prince Raka, and seeing how their three kids have grown up, please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories.